What happened? I mean, what happened?
I'm telling you, it is fire engine journalism. It is going after the easy fire to cover and say I covered the news.
Why?
Laziness. Number one. Number two, public response. The public eats this guy up. They either eat him up because they like him or they eat him up because they hate him, but the public will listen. What's the latest thing? It's like watching a traffic accident. What's Trump done today? He's very clever. He's very clever at manipulating the press. He knows the press appetite for something, and he gives them something every day. It's like feeding potato chips and drinking the beer. I mean, he's very, very clever at that, and he devotes himself tremendously to that. Think about the stories you have about the president watching the news in the morning and responding to things. So, I mean, almost no other president spends anywhere near as much time following the media. Where it's like somebody looking in the mirror all the time and finding out if I got a pimple on my face, how does my hair look, is it the right orange color, whatever it is. And he's very clever, and the press has fallen in to becoming obsessed, almost addicted to it.
Wait a minute? Are they leading us, or are we leading the press, the media?
There's an interplay. The public. I'm telling you, it's like an accident. Think about it. When you're on the highway, a super highway,
you see an accident.
Everybody slows down.
It's rubbernecking.
Yeah, it's rubbernecking.
Right.
Well, this is rubbernecking. This is journalistic rubbernecking. And he's smart about doing it. And let me tell you, I mean, you talk to people at the New York Times or ABC News or whatever, they're all doing well. They're all making money. Circulation is up. Trump has been very good for the media, and they're very aware of it. I can tell you, I initially made this documentary for MSNBC. They put some money into this documentary, The Democracy Rebellion, for MSNBC. They hire outside producers like me occasionally to make documentaries for them. They paid some money for the rights to do this thing.
Right.
They sat on it for 6 months.
No.
And they never used it. And the reason they never used it is the slot they had where they were going to put it and some other outside documentaries, not just ours, but others. The slot they were using, they kept putting Trump news in, and they got great audiences, and they got great advertising revenue. And finally, the producer said to me, I went to them and said, hey, if you guys aren't going to run it, give it back to me.
Give it back,
and
right.
let me go do something else with it. We had an argument about money and whatnot. But eventually that happened, and now it's going on PBS. But they were saying, we are making so much money and getting so much audience response to Trump stories. And that doesn't mean just Trump. It could be Jared Kushner. It could be Khashoggi assassination. It could be anything that is kind of related to Trump. They were doing so well with it that they weren't going to bother with any other news. And they basically, threw away the money they gave us and they gave other producers because we were on other topics.